video from the other week where I was fishing in the mangroves down in Woolooware Bay. I've had a few questions from some people saying, what techniques, how do you fish them, what lures, what line class, things like that. So I thought I'd come back down here, explain it a bit more in detail so you can see what I use, how I target them, and it's pretty simple. You've got to get right in there. You want a high tide, you want something around about 1.5, 1.7. Too high, the fish get right into the back and it's hard to get them. On an outback, my rods are sticking up the back, so I can't get in. If you've got a PA, you can lay your rods down, you can probably get in there. I know Eric, he's a aficionado of getting right into the mangroves and disappearing. I can't do that. But what I do is still flick my lure right in as far as I can. We'll get over there now, we'll show you where I'm going, show you the lures, talk about the lines, and hopefully get a few fish. So we've made it over here to the mangroves, we're just about to start fishing. I'm going to be using the Gladiator Bingo. Now these are probably my favourite hard body in the Gladiator stable. They've caught me hundreds of bream. I use them in the racks, I use them over the flats, I use them in the mangroves. This is a shallow diver, this one. You also get the ones that are deep divers. But these ones are what you want for the mangroves. They only go down to about 30 centimetres. The mangroves, like I said, the water's probably only this deep. That's why you've got to get in, right in as far as you can. The fish are in there mooching around for prawns, crabs, whatever they can get. The mangroves are deadly. It's a rough tackle that you need. I use up to 4 kilo fluoro, and I've got it on a 14-pound goose and casting braid. Locked up drag, either I win or the fish wins. Most of the time it's me, a lot of times, well, sometimes it's the fish. Let's see how we go. There's one. Get him in. When they hit, they really go for it. Oh, he's another thumper. He's probably up around about 32, 33 fork. So you can see that little bingo. They're just the perfect size, I think, for bream. They're bite size. They come out and crunch them. Big ones love them. He's a cracker. It's pretty good. We've only been here a few minutes, so hopefully they'll be on the chew. Let's see. 33 fork. So that's a really nice specimen. A few of those in a comp would be unreal. Right, go back, tell your mum to come find me. You might notice that when I'm retrieving, I'm keeping a very high rod tip. That's so the lure doesn't go too deep and snag up on the mangroves. Let's the fish get them. This guy's not a big one, so I'll just pole him in. The thing about fishing the mangroves is you've got to get the fish out quick. There's just a log here that's under the water, it's only a foot under the water, lots of oysters over it. If I don't get those fish out quick, they can easily dive under there and bust me up. Okay, so you've seen the bingos in the mangroves. They're one of my favourite hard body lures to use in there. Now I'm going to show you my soft plastic. This is a Bait Breath SL Remix. Once again, brought in by Gladiator, surprise, surprise. This is my big fish soft plastic. I've caught most of my fish over 1 kilo on these ones. I'm going to fish these in the mangroves now. Just got them rigged on a worm hook. Same thing, just using 4 kilo fluorocarbon line. These things I'll cast right in. It'll swim down like a prawn. And hopefully, I'll show you some more fish on these ones as well. Simple technique, rod tip high, wind it in, keep it near the surface. Fish think it's a prawn or something else swimming along, they'll just come up and hit it. Let's get some. Right, SL Remix. Let's see what you can do. There we go. Come out. Not as big as what we've been getting, but still pretty good. He's not a bad fish. Trying to get him round so you can see the lure, but I'm working them slow, just lifting him up. Little lifts, swinging them along. He's come out and I felt one slight tentative tap, and he's hit it. So while we're out here, I'll show you how to rig these. Just get your worm hook, pass it through the end, just a little bit like that, pull it all the way through, push it along, turn the lure over, and you'll see where the hook has to come out on the top. Work out where it is, push it up, and then what happens is the fish come up and they bite on it, it exposes the fish hook there. Oh, that was quick. Oh, that's got a goodie. As soon as that hit the water, it went. Thought he was going to do me, right on the tree. Woo. Oh, that was good. Oh, get out. Wow, a few fish behind him too. So just to recap this Mangroves 101, the basics. I like fishing a high tide, around about that 1.5, 1.7. I like the run out. If it's too high, the fish can get right in the back of the mangroves and it's hard for you to get to them. With a run out, you know that the fish are going to be dropping out rather than moving further in. Gear that you use, I'm using 14-pound Goosen casting PE braid. It's matched with 4 kilo fluorocarbon, using Gladiator Bingos, the shallow divers. You'll need to upgrade the hooks on them. They come with VMCs, which are fine for the flats, but for in the mangroves, I upgrade to owners, 16s or 18s. SL remixes from Bait Breath, like I said, they're my lure that I use nearly everywhere, over the weed beds, especially in the mangroves, they're great. Get in there, cast into the gnarly stuff, have your drag cranked up, get them out. Get out, have fun, experiment, try different things. I'm sure you'll be able to get some too. See you later. Happy yakking, everyone. Oh, and one more thing. If you want any lures, go to adamfromfishin.com.au. So FISHIN. He'll have all the lures that you need, all the lures that I use. So he'll be able to help you out. See you all.